रसियाले युक्रेनमाथि गरेको आक्रमणलाई लिएर विश्वभरिका खेल, कला, साहित्य, धर्म, व्यवसाय लगायतका सङ्घ सङ्गठनहरूद्वारा खेद व्यक्त गर्ने क्रम चलिरहेको बेलामा युक्रेनकै कलाकार रोमन कान्दिब्रोले आफू र आफ्ना कलाकार साथीहरूसँग मिलेर गीत तथा अभिनय मार्फत विरोध कार्यक्रमको थालनी गरेका छन्। आज तीनै कलाकार जो 10 वर्षदेखि युक्रेनको प्लेब्याक थिएटरसँग आबद्ध रहेर काम गरेका रोमन कान्दिब्रोले हालको अवस्था तथा आफ्नो कला र संगीत मार्फत गरेको विरोधको बारेमा हामीसँग भिडियो मार्फत कुराकानी गरेका छन्। Thank you very much for joining us in this critical situation. First of all, we really feel pain to see the pictures from all the violence taking place in Ukraine with civilians killed and properties devastated. We see that across the country. In this situation, how are you coping with this crisis psychologically?
Psychologically, myself is good. If you talk about the Ukrainians at all, is different. Somebody scared, somebody anger, somebody disappointed and sadness, and somebody feel the grief and loss. So different. This is the war. So myself good, energizing, help other people make art. So it's about myself.
Yeah. What about your family members, neighbors, and relatives?
My family stay in Dnipro. We are okay, helping each other, helping others. Yeah, and many of my friends ran away to the west part of the Ukraine and to the Europe. I am staying here. So this is the situation about me and my family.
What about their mental situation?
You know, the biggest problem if you stuck. This is the problem. If you run or if you fight, it's okay. So I'm standing here. I'm helping. I'm fighting. I'm supporting other people. So for me and my family and my children and neighbors, everything is okay.
We have heard many Ukrainian citizens flew from the country abroad, but you are still staying there with your family, and also you helped a lot to them who are suffering a lot psychologically. What do you have to say about this? Some are raising arms, some are joining forces, but you and your friends are helping people from the playback theatre group. The board of the Ukrainian School of Playback Theatre is there for your country. Yes. So experiencing difficult times now, how do you feel about it? I mean, you are helping them a lot, psychological kind of treatment.
Yeah, that's what we do. What we help, how we can support others, people who lost their houses and displaced, and now they're in Dnipro or other cities in the west of the country. So we help using the art and the playback theater to feel the connection,
Yes.
feel the support, be together.
Is it important to share your personal stories, of course, and tell them how each of them is dealing with this war that has occupied all Ukraine? So, how have you been doing this?
Don't go deep like personal stories. We make more warming ups, like exercise for the connection to the field resource, like a body awareness. We don't now go deep because now it's too much pain. Because if we will play these stories right now in the hard moment, so we will re-traumatize people. So now we're more using like our tools for makes the bodies and the mind more calm and sharp. So this is more what we do, but we do performance online for the whole community, not only for the refugees. And then we play the stories from the different points, from different situations, and it works.
Okay, so thank you very much, first of all, that for sending those videos and a poem. Okay, so let's talk about your videos and poems. You use flower to mark lines. What do the lines and words that you marked mean? Would you like to explain?
Yeah, sure. The lines from with the flower, it's a word "жити". "Жити" it's mean life. So, but also "жито" it's mean like a bread. So, like in Ukrainian language, it's like have the same root. Two words have the same root, like a life and bread have the same root in the Ukraine. So this performance was about that. So Russians bombing cities with the aircraft, to the civil quarters in Kharkiv, Kiev, Sumy, Chernigov, and other cities. If Europe and NATO will close the sky, that Russian aircraft cannot bombing the cities, it will be good for Ukraine, and we will support and we will fight and stand. So this performance was about this. So because I filming it's like a little bit above to give this point of view like from the sky. So this
Yes,
my
yes.
performance was about to make life us. So please give us жити. Please give us to be alive. So close the sky. Yeah, this was it was the first video. Yeah.
Yes, it's a video clip about your resistance against the Russian invasion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and about your poem, you mentioned this poem that you initially wrote in Ukrainian language.
Yeah. My mother language is Russian, because in Ukraine many people speak Russian. But because of war, I start speak Ukraine. It's not perfect, but I tried. And this is my first poem in Ukrainian language. Yeah.
Would you like to explain it more about your poem?
Small one. I'm a little bit shy because it's first, but it's that I poem about that I see in the Facebook faces of boys and girls, and they fight for me, and I feel shame, but also I feel grateful that I feel like I'm standing on they like they as a wall, like for me. So they like a stand as a wall between the enemy and me. So these boys and girls who protect me. It's a poem for the army, people who standing in army and fight for me and for Ukraine to stop the Russia aggression.
With your you have sent your friends' videos too. I would like to mention other artist names as well. Artist Lina Tokuchova. She's from Kharkiv. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she also the playbacker and yeah, she's playback actress, and she the video that you saw. It's a video when they make this workshop about playback in the shelter while the bombing fallen on the Kharkiv. They was in the metro. There is metro became the shelter. Sorry, and this and they play playback games and exercise in the shelter. So it's like a theatrical workshop.
And encourage children to play and participate in the musical moment on the subway. And another name, Mr. Valera Pogorolevo. I'm sorry if I got any pronunciation slightly wrong. Okay, so you have sent 2 videos about his works. So would you like to explain more about his videos?
Valera Pogorelov is a musician from my theater. Now he also ran to the west part of the Ukraine, and now he's like working in IT, and he there is like a cyber troops we call it. So people who protect Ukraine from the internet attack from the Russia, and also attacks Russia and Russia web pages and infrastructure through the internet. So he fighting there in the internet. And he wrote some like a funny song about this, like a humor with a humor. But also there is another song really strong where he talk about the situation in Ukraine and how we fight with Russia. It's more about more in like an alternative style. It's more aggressive and more serious. And I helped him to make like a video for this music. Yeah, now it's online, you can hear it, and then now it's with English subtitles, so you can understood what the song about.
How are the people reacting and responding to your performance?
I don't hear people, I don't see people with bad faces. Everyone is okay. Many involved were posting the videos, so telling yes, thank you, and other things. So I think the people support the art like this.
Okay. By the way, I heard a high alert sound in your video. Okay, was it another warning for attack?
Yeah, in Dnipro we hear alarm, but not each alarm there is a bombing. So because it's different situation in Kharkiv and Kiev, and the Dnipro. So in Dnipro we hear alarms, but there is no like destroying like in the Kharkiv. So it's different situation in different cities. In my city we hear alarm, we going to the shelters, but there is no bombing. But there is like it can be, but because when the rocket or the aircraft from Russia start flying, they saw direction, but they don't know which city they will bomb. That's why they put alarm for all cities who are on the direction on this rocket or the aircraft. That's why in Dnipro we hear these alarms, but usually it's not bombing here. There is no shelter near me, so I am living outside the city. It's in the private house, so there is no place where I can run. So just be here and praying that this bomb will not fall on my house.
Yes, right. Thank you very, very much for joining with us again. Thank you. Namaste.
Летять пакети летять, ворожі сайти, сука, лежать, про власні сторінки і сайти Кремля. Лежать, сука, бля, лежать, сука, бля. Я не степ оборони і не ЗСУ. Так, я не воїн, але я несу. Зробив віртуалку на Амазон, та їбашу свій трафік через кордон, щоб не спалили димку ВПН, щоб замість сервісів дупа і член братських народів в мережі хана. Це інформаційна народна війна. Летять пакети, пакети летять, ворожі сайти, сука, лежать, про власні сторінки і сайти Кремля. Лежать, сука, бля, лежать, сука, бля, лежать, сука,